Well, when you live in Florida or you move to Florida, you know one thing. There's a chance, depending on the day, that you could see rain at some point during that day. And indeed, we are in store for some later in this one. But for now, we're good. So let's play some football. Welcome, everyone, to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Tonight, we'll see the majority of two rosters hit the field in a preseason matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And we're off from Jacksonville. Here's Parker Washington with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And it's the six-year starter leading them out. Now in year 6, coming off a 5th-place MVP finish, it's Trevor Lawrence.
It certainly took some time and maybe more than people wanted or expected for the former #1 overall pick, but just accuracy. I think that's the last little step in Trevor's career to becoming a truly elite. He's a franchise quarterback, but to be elite, just improving that down-to-down accuracy will be a big part of the story.
And not the way to go on his first target. That hit him in the hands and falls incomplete. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
His work begins at the 31. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here's Young, second down. And we can't find a connection on second down. That incompletion means it is third down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third and long for him here. Still on his feet. And down he goes. They drop him right along that midfield stretch. Trayvon Walker. And that's going to leave this offense facing a 4th and forever 22.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Myers, the motion man here. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Counter play, Hubbard. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Hubbard again. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 6 yards. Boy, a great spot. 2nd and goal at the 2. Hubbard goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Ooh, talk about bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Young on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his right. Improvising, and he hits his mark. Touchdown, Panthers. Ted Rowan McMillan, a 6-yard score. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. This goes through as that rain continues to pour. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shots.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not going to happen.
They've got a man in motion. Second down, give to Tootin. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. They'll air it out on third. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers will take over with the football just outside the 30. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
So 1 second remaining. Here's our final snap of the quarter. From the pistol, it's Young. Taking a chance to the end zone. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. And they've got some rain to deal with now as well. On second down, Young. They're after him, and they're going to take him down. Way behind the line of scrimmage. Foye Oluoku. And after surrendering a ton on that play, they're going to have to figure out this third down.
Third and long.
Young throwing here. On the move, headed right. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Our first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, like just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So the pass interference flag sets him up fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got the feed in, and he makes the catch. And he gets about 5 on this one. 2nd down upcoming.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Throwing here on 2nd down. Young buys time, rolling right. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. Has his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Teteroa McMillan. First return score, now he's got a receiving one, too. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. So as this drive begins, rain starting to fall. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And he can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's second down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this, always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You
Yeah.
got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 from the 43. On the give, it's Tootin. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The AT is up and win from Little. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Panthers 14, Jaguars 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Now it's Young. Escapes the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming from Young. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Throw here, third down. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around fourth down. Sam Martin not again now to punt it away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. They go counter. It's Tootin. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Lawrence throwing here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Lawrence hangs out to it. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the
He
ground.
was brought down at his
Just 1
49-yard
yard on the
line.
run. That's going to bring up
Logan
4th
Cook
and
on the
8.
punt for the Jaguars.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Pickett. They set up the screen. Brooks. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. So here comes 2nd and long. Now here's Pickett. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Yeah, he's the one who's already found the end zone twice already, Brock. Working his way for a 3rd time there before halftime.
And you know exactly what I love about that. Not the inefficiency, the incompletion. I love that they keep going back to him. Keep going back to him, keep going back to him, keep taking your shots.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have the 1st down before he's taken down. Wow, great response facing that difficult 3rd and 15.
And the Panther 1st down.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. To throw is Pickett. And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. After the sack, Pickett. Chased out to his right. That throw comes up short. Needed a little more muscle on that one. That was Tedero McMillan he was looking for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
It is almost picked off. He had the interception, but he couldn't hang on. It will, though, still bring up 4th down. Sam Martin on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. He dodged the tackle. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this first half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. Here's Lawrence to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standards they set for themselves.
Looks like the rain is stopping. Field conditions still pretty slick, but no more rain at the moment. It's 2nd down. Motioning Washington right. Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Complete right side to Washington. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Second down, it's Lawrence. Throw right, he takes a pop, and the ball comes out. Panthers pick this one up. And the return finally over as they take the fumble into enemy territory.
As a quarterback, you're really trying as best you can, Kate, to find those windows where your man's got some space after the catch, because the last thing you want to do is throw him into a big hit. Yeah, I know that fumble goes on the receiver's record, but that QB, he feels responsible.
The Panther offense headed out to the field. They have time to look to the end zone first here before they send the field goal unit out. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Pickett will look to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Pickett to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Carolina.
The final throw before the break. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the...
Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the 2nd half. Well, the starters likely checked out for the final time. Time now for guys to make their case for roster spots as our 2nd half is underway. Good work so far. He's got room. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here. 3 tight ends. Going to Brooks here to start the half. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd. Here's Pickett. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
To the air on 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. Keeps himself upright. To the house, touchdown, Carolina. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose, that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
That one right down the middle. And they now lead by 14 points.
Jaguars 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. Well, we all know at this point, turnover's the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Sending him on the dive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's the backup. First throw. He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop him at the 33. Isaiah Simmons. And now it's going to be 3rd and 12.
It's now 3rd down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
They'll air it out on 3rd. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go play action. It's Pickett. Forced out to his right. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Thrown to double coverage, odds are against you.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Now Pickett. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that 1st down too.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Over the middle to Moore. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the 1st.
To David Moore. It's a gain of 20. And the Panther 1st down.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down throw coming from Pickett. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he knocks it out. So he found him deep, but the defender makes the play, separating him from that touchdown run. That's going to send him back now for 3rd down. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game, and he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that 1st catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You have got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get in the ball.
Well, this one's interesting, right, Brock? It was good play overall defensively, but you still come away maybe a little upset knowing a pick would have taken away a field goal try altogether.
And that's what they're thinking defensively. And offensively, as a quarterback, you take a big old sigh of relief. Thankful that that mistake didn't cost you points.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New set of downs for them from the 31. He'll work against the blitz. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, kid, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Another throw here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Started as a catch, but they hit forced it free before he could secure it. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he gets home. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jacoby Myers scoring from 69 yards away. And there's that big welcome to the NFL moment for him, Brock. His first career touchdown pass. Gotta imagine you remember yours, right?
I didn't have many, Kate. I think I only had 4, but I do remember my first to Darrell Jackson, a little slant route. And this rookie, he'll never forget this one either.
That one splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. First down now, ball at the 30. They'll begin with a Brooks run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
To throw, Pickett. Big strike here to Moore. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
First down.
Here's Pickett. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pickett set to pass. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. They'll throw it. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Working and finally forced to that sideline. So call that a gain of about 28. And that is a Jacksonville 1st down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Job 1 of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw. It's a screen play for Allen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And you couldn't do it on that one.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Horn on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Panthers and Jonathan Brooks ready to begin another drive. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. First down now, ball at the 33. Now here's Pickett. Lasers this one deep down the middle. They did it! He made the interception! That is picked off by Rayon Lane.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Red 38.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a big gain on this play. Give him about 19 yards and the first down, too.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on it. So first down from the 41. And they'll pitch it out to him. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
So the frustration spilling over a little bit on that play, Brock, choosing to just get rid of it, even though he did have a receiver in the area.
Yeah, I think that's right. You know, I'll co-sign on that. Frustrating. It's just been that kind of ball game, just not in any rhythm. Really, the defense dictating so much.
It's on target to Williams. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
45. What?
Back now, pressure coming. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. And that forces them back now into a 2nd and 15.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars losing by 4. All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Carolina offense headed out now. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Running once more with Brooks. And he will have the Panthers first down. And that's the last little bit they needed, Brock, to clinch this win. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. First down from the 42. Brooks on the counter. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And they need more of those as they trail by a score. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. On the draw, this is Brooks. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he is to throw. And they're going to get there in time. Down he goes. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He'll look to throw it. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They've got great field position, especially needing a touchdown. But they've got to keep a watchful eye on that time remaining. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Yellow, 43. Ready?
Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34.
And they get that clock just below 40 seconds to play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 seconds.
Now to throw. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He lofts it deep right side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They're going to pass it here. He's going for it again. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Back to throw. Looking long again. He's got it inside the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.